I've had the maddest day. And
go on.
right, this story is going to sound like I'm making it up, but I'm not making it up.
Okay.
You know I'm not making it up because the
your
hands getting
waving
involved.
everywhere. You're giving it pure
My little
Mr.
shadow my finger puppet. Hello. So this morning I woke up.
Oh, well, that's good. At least you weren't dead.
I'm
That's a
praise the
good start.
Lord for this beautiful day. And then I was sorting some stuff out, got in the shower, and then opened the bathroom window to let because it gets all misty. And then I was just as you do, sitting on the bed and flicking through my phone while I was just towel drying.
Yeah.
And then I was just hearing this.
What an image. Let's just take a minute, John,
Take it in.
in his bed.
Just imagine me there.
Towel drying.
Six back out. Abs are out.
Six pack of fucking Monster. Start the day.
Abs are on show. Just
Abs,
there.
have you got a picture of Abs from 5 on your
Who the
wall?
fuck's Abs? Anyway.
He was like the lead singer.
So there was a lead singer.
Well, he was like the main one.
Oh, I didn't know. So anyway, I started hearing this kid crying, and he was going like, as kids do. They were just crying, shouting for the mom. I go, "Ow, mom!" Like proper crying, and I was like, "Someone shut that kid up." It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, and but it was also really loud.
Yeah.
So. And it went on for about 10 minutes, and I thought, right, I'm going to go to the back bedroom because that's where the sound was coming from. I'm going to have a look.
Oh my God, imagine if someone had just placed a baby in a Moses basket in your back garden. Can you imagine someone just dropping off a baby? And you're like, what the fuck's that noise? It's just a baby in a Moses basket. And then it's yours.
Well, guess what? There was a kid in the middle of my garden crying his eyes out. I'm not making it up.
Stop it.
I swear,
How old was this kid?
About 1 or 2. No, it was walking, so I reckon 2.
Have you got gaps in your fence?
No,
Or?
right, so because it was a bit windy over the weekend,
Yeah.
one of the fence panels had sort of like broken in half. So I swear to God, I looked out the window and there was a child in the middle of my back garden, and it wasn't one of mine.
Officer, it wasn't me.
I swear to God, I was like... And do you know when you just sort of just go, oh, who's that kid?
It's like The Hangover.
Literally, I was like, this child. By the way, it's also spitting.
Everyone,
fine rain,
get in! It's spitting.
It's fine rain, soaks you through. And I'm sitting there, and I'm for a second, I just didn't even take in what it was. I just had a look. I was like, who's that kid? Why is it in my garden? I shit one, and I've still just got a towel on. So now I was like, I can't go out now.
Even go out now.
So I just threw a pair of shorts on and fucking a t-shirt, and the only footwear I had were flip flops. So
Flip flops.
flip flops. Mine more go flop flop than flip flop. And I went outside, and there's just this kid in the middle of the garden crying, and I was like, "You all right?"
Stop it.
And I just didn't know. I was like, I literally like,
Stop it. Stop it.
I'm not making this up. I was like, where have you come from? And I'm looking around in the other neighbours' garden. And the woman, Jackie next door, she hasn't got any kids.
Yeah.
And the woman on the other side, she does, but it wasn't her kid because this was like a boy, and and she has a little girl. And I was like, the only way you could have come out is through
Like parallel to my
because
garden.
the fence had broken in half, but there's no one there. So I was like,
Could you see through to the other garden that was opposite you to see if like their back door was open?
so they have like a shed. It's like in the corner, so I could look, but you can't see into it. And I was like, what do I do? I've got this kid crying.
Get through there. Fuck
Right
off.
on it, me. I'm sitting. I was like, "Where's your mum?" And he went, "Mummy," and I was like, "Yeah, where is she?" Don't start saying "daddy" because that's not me.
I'm not paying child support.
And honestly, I'm not me. And I was sitting there going, and then obviously, so because it was raining, I was like, I need to get this kid a blanket or something. So I went back in the house. I was like, I'll go get. And then as I was coming back, the little boy was trying to climb over the fence.
Yeah.
And he must have. So I went over. I gave him a boost. And then I was looking, and he must have put a chair up against the fence and climbed over, fell, but where it was nettles.
Oh my God.
I know, and that was probably why he was crying. And then I heard like he just ran off, and at that point, I'm not going to lie, I was like, he's on someone else's property now. It's not my fucking problem anymore.
Yeah.
But then, then there was also part of me that was thinking, imagine if later on tonight I see kid missing, and I'm the last one who's seen this fucking kid
running
in
around
my
with
garden,
your blanket,
with
your
my blanket
DNA
on, and yeah, I know I've got his DNA on nettles in the back of my garden. I was like, and you know me, I'm overthinking it, and I was like, I don't know what to do here. Do you know when you just at that point as an adult, you go, I know I'm an adult, but I'm not qualified for this.
Yeah. Well, what does anyone do
So
in that moment?
I'm shouting, and I was like, hello.
No one's going
Hello?
to take that seriously.
I wasn't doing it like that.
Oh, he's on one again. The weird one's out. Don't make eye contact. Don't respond.
And I was just like, no one was coming out, but I can't see the little boy anymore. And I had just a moment where I was like, well, he's not on my property, so fuck it, it's not my problem.
Yeah.
Someone else has lost the kids on there, and I'm just going to deny ever seeing this kid. But I went back upstairs to finish off getting ready, and there was a minute. Do you know when you sit there and go, have I just imagined that, or did that just happen?
Am I dreaming?
Like, literally, I was like when you hear a kid cry, the last thing you expect, and it's not yours, the last thing you expect is there to be a kid in your back garden.
Yeah.
And I was just, I honestly, even now, I'm a bit like, what on earth is...
That is mental.
And I know it sounds
Do you know
made
what's
up.
dead funny though? The mum isn't going to know that her son had an adventure that morning.
Yeah, probably.
She's got no knowledge he has been on a mission in someone else's garden.
Unless she sits there and goes, why have you got all these fucking rashes on you, all over your legs and your head? And he's just like...
What if he starts doing it on a daily basis?
Honestly, there's that as well. Like, so, and then I thought, but then it was like, I was like, right, I'm gonna have to go round and knock on and be like, is the kid okay? He was in my garden.
Yeah.
But it had been too long. Like, I couldn't go round and go, an hour ago,
yeah,
your kid was in my garden. Like,
yeah.
It had just been too long.
Yeah, but just bin it off.
So, yeah, I wrote it off.
Bin the stitch off. It's absolutely fine.
It was the weirdest start to my morning, and it just threw me out all day.